Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your host, Sir Stephen Topham at the third, at your service. Now we're going to be talking about this seriously because it is true story all the way through. You're not going to get no lies out of me because I won't lie. Right? Family protects family. Right? It's a quote, but it's actually the truth. Right? A lot of people go to arms and length to do what needs to happen. Right? Every time. Right? To unfold it correctly. Right? You got me, you got Lady Hat, my mother, and Duck. All four of us, the unlikely four. Right, I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to rattle on. But the fact is, family protects family. Right? We have a lot of stuff things that you don't have, and you watched it all the way through books, DVDs, Blu-rays, everything else, TV shows, movies, all of it. Right? We're all connected to it. Right? People are scared at this moment because they don't want the bad thing to happen. Right? If you lose us, that's it. Game over for all of us. The world will explode, everything else, then it'll go, it will fall apart and nothing else will end up. Right? I'm preventing that. That's why the Swan song comes in. Right? Because there's a lot more players on the board than just the four of us. Right? Because there's more to come your way. Right? You have to get realistic. Family protects family. But you have to be realistic. This is not a game. This is not a children's game you can muddle around with. I said a lot of truth is coming out of this. Family protects family. Even our friends, our colleagues, our connections, all of it. They all helping us. Why? Because they know what needs to unfold correctly. They know what to do. They don't need to BS. Because a lot of people at the Norfolk 308 think it is. They think it's a load of bullshit. I said, no, it isn't. Right? You have StreamYard, you have YouTube, you have Google. They all know the truth. Wake up. You know, it's all facts and answers you want. I said there's a lot that's been spread out in the whole world. Right? Magic does exist, yes, but it takes time. You can't just run around in circles and go woo, 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 woo. It takes time. Time we don't often have. We have 100 years apart every time. Every generation, every department, the children, the adults, all of it has to go cycle, 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 up, and it goes poof. You know, then people start asking questions about Adam Taylor, for example. Right? He's not going to be in the picture yet. Right? Adam Taylor comes later. Why? Right, let me give you an example, right? A lot of people will end up waking up and smelling damn coffee in the end. Right, there's a lot of truth to this. Family protects family. Right? There are a lot of people out there, they think it's all bullshit. I said, no, it isn't. Because in the day, you're getting the truth, you're getting the logic, and you get the facts. Right? Adam Taylor is the actual last controller on the line. Why? It's a question, and I can give you a simple answer. Right? We are, at this moment, my family, my friends, and my connections are all connected, right? The timeline states, at this moment, which is true, it's full black and white, detailed in every direction. All you have to do is realistically unfold it, right? You got me and my wife, you got my mother, you got mother and Duck, and my real father, Charles Topham, hat on top. Right? They're not. Everybody assumes they're dead. They're not dead. They're just, like I said, we have a job to do. Right? I get that. So does everybody else. Right? Family protects family. Our friends help us because they are our safeguards, connections safeguards. Why? Why? Because they need to help us out. Bit by bit, I said, my family will always protect the family. Right? When we talk about this logically, it gets real. It gets realistic and it goes straight forward. Everybody knows who's next on the line straight off. Right? I'm not going to bullshit with that. Right? Richard Topham Hatt is the next one in line. Then it'll be Emily Helen Hatt. He'd be my granddaughter. Ding ding. But at the same time, then you've got Adam Taylor. Ding ding. Who is he? Who is he in real life, sir? Right, Thomas would like to say, right? I said it's a friend of the family gone free down again. Right after Emily Helen Hatt, then you've got to add another generation on top of that to get him in the picture. Right? He's a friend of the family. By how? Let me explain. Right? Today, we got realistic facts coming in slowly. But you want it in a rush. I said family protects family, right? We get that. That's happening, right? At the same time, I've got connections everywhere and I've got friends everywhere. They don't BS, they don't joke, they don't laugh. They are very serious about their jobs and they do the job they were set out to do. Right? We all know that truth always comes out eventually and you're ending up with a lot more than what you bargained for. Right? They want to know who Adam Taylor is, right? Right, I got a friend called Caitlin, right? And regardless that he's a very fast locomotive, NWR, which it is, the Northwestern Railway Company, ding ding, right? Okay, I get that, right? She's a friend of the family, yes, but what's the clue around this, right? If I found my lady hat already and my kids are already in check, why is Caitlin so important? At this moment, she's a friend of the family, yes. Then she will become a connection. Why? Because she's the best friend I trust. Right? Caitlin doesn't need to be bugged. Right? Her grandson or the way the story unfolds right now for all of you, you got the Hats, you got me, my wife, and my kids. Right? All safeguarded. Right? Family protects family, as it goes. Right? In the other way, you want to know about Adam Taylor and why he's in the picture? Well, here's the answer for that too. Because Caitlin is a friend of her family, she becomes the connection in the future. Why? Because Adam Taylor is the next one in the line. After Emily Helen Hatt. Ding ding. So it's not yet. Right, it's unfolding in the correct way, but be patient. Family protects family. It's the true story. I won't lie about it. Right? You got me and Lady Hat, yes, but we are working our our daily lives, our private lives, plus our working lives on top of that. We don't have the opportunity to socialise properly or have our private lives. Right? At this moment, we're working separately at the moment because we all in separate houses. Right? I don't need the tabloids to make photographs of all of us, even the public, without the consent of mine. Right? In the end of the day, you're gonna get what you need, but you just gotta be patient. I said patience is a virtue of everything. We all think it's all a joke. No, it's reality. Right? Family protects family. That's starting point. From me, Lady Hat, and the kids. They are protecting by family. Family protects family. Right, it's true, yes. Then you're asking how Adam Taylor gets into play. I said, did you work that out? When I stated Caitlin, right, at this moment, she's my personal assistant. She's my, she's also helping me out every time. She works hard. She hasn't got time to play or nothing, right? Family protects family, but at the same time, she's a friend of a family. Then she become a connection. Why? right? Because she's the closest friend we got at the moment, and the one we could trust, right? Then you've got to work out how does Adam Taylor get into play in this? Because there's something about that side of the family that's got a lot to do with it, right? But you've got to think about generation number 4 and generation number 5 first. That comes first. So family protects family, right? I don't have the luxury to to really make you understand why we have to do this. Why has this got to unfold like this? I said, do you want to bloody die on this planet? No offense for being blunt, but it actually gets the truth out. I said, family protects the family, which is true. Then it goes to Swan Song because it passes the torch to my granddaughter. So we're forward. Then it gets into Adam Taylor, which is Caitlin, Caitlin's connection. Bang! It all adds up. End of the day, you've got the truth, you've got the logic, and you've got the facts on this. So when everybody asks why family protects family, because we have to do, or I have to do, my part plus my wife. My mother already is aware of it, plus Duck isn't. Why? Because he's only just a support engine for my mother. End of the day, you've seen it unfold. You've seen it naturally unfold. I said there's a lot of truth in this, but you've got to put it right. This is a timeline we can't mess around with. This has been set in stone before I was born. Right? We always take a lot of things for granted, right? A lot of things that I'm in or anagrammed into and everything else, I always have a safeguard in place. Always. But it doesn't involve around Duck or my mother all the time. Right? It involves the two of us. Me and Lady Hatt. That's that. I know who she is, but we got to keep it secret because that's how it operates. You know, we have a code which Space Patrol Delta provides as well. When one ranger is down, another one never backs down. Bang. Well, I mean, as a team works together. Like I said, the teamwork makes the dream work. It's not a joke. You know, when you know what's unfolding in front of you, let it play out because it will come to light in the end. You got teamwork makes the dream work. It's quotably, yes, and it's all unfolding in the correct way. Family protects family. I do not mess around with my own flesh and blood or future or anything. Why in the day? Why why do you think I know these things? Normally one step ahead of everybody normally. I'm on the same page as well and the rest of us, example. Right? But he has to safeguard me and my family. By law. Not by just the normal law. No. This is a law to protect and serve and making sure you get what you need. But in the day, I'm not going to repeat myself every day of a record. Right? When my family rises, so does steam. Which it does. But if you're not going to respect me, something goes wrong. Then I have to recorrect everything to get things corrected again. Then everything unfolds correctly like normal. So you got me, my Lady Hatt, and Duck, and my mother, and Charles Topham Hatt the second. Don't. In the day, you're getting what you need, but it's slowly unfolding. My son and my granddaughter are all in check. Then you've got, basically, in the day, you've got Adam Taylor. Then you're working back. How does he get in the picture? Now it's clicking and play. You've got Caitlin as a friend of mine, yes. But in the day, she works hard, she doesn't play hard as much, but she works hard to a very hard degree. Family protects family, stage 1. Number 2, in all plain eyesight, when I got my friends or my connections, it eventually, as the chain goes down for me, right, as it does, then it goes to my friends, then they become connections. Then if the new friends that come in, they become connections for in generation 7 or 8 or 9. They added in, they go up the ladder as we go down the ladder. But we're not. We're going up the ladder. We're all going up the ladder. Why? At the end of the day, family protects family. You know about Richard. You know about Emily. You know about my lady Hat. That's that. Just let it unfold naturally. We're going to click, yes, but just give it a time. It's a lot for you to think about. When people said, when I was a 10-year-old boy, right, people put safeguards in play for me. When I went to see my great auntie Lily, as example, family protects family. Always. When we are born and destined to do these things, we try to save the world, not destroy it. So, in the day, there are people out there that are thinking they could get away with blue murder, as they say. I said, don't bother. Right? People, if you've got really nasty feelings in your head and you don't need them, throw them out first. You know, it's all going to come out to light eventually. Right? Clues are everywhere. Right? That's fact. The answers are there. Fact. Right? All you have to do is work it out yourselves. I can't always give you the answers because it's like throwing everything out when I don't need it. I need it in my head. When it all goes down about family protects family, we protect each other through thick and thin. Doesn't matter if it's left, right, or centre, I have to get you going. Blood pumping, telling you it's true, it's realistic, yes. Well, the rest of them won't lie, nor would I. A lot of people think this is a joke. It isn't a damn joke, it's all realistic. You know, if you don't believe it, then just get to the sidelines where you don't need it. I said it's all bloody damn true. It's family protects family. We do protect each other. Yes, my wife, myself, my mother, and Duck, and all the rest of them, they're all clicking and playing. It's all realistic. But you need to realise Caitlin's in check, right? But she's not my wife. She's a friend of her family. Then she will become a connection because of the actual next chain in line after Emily Helen Hatt. It's Adam Taylor. Because everybody's got a bloodline to go through. Right? We're not joking, we're not laughing, we've not got that. People know the answers, know what to do next. Family protects family all the time. We're not bullshitting, we're not BSing, we're straight down to the point. When it all comes to you, then it all unfolds naturally. Right? It will effectively say, what? Yeah, well, someone has to keep progressing right in the day. When my Emily Helen Hatt, my granddaughter, comes into power, right? She will eventually see me, obviously, because that's where the modern years come in and where the early years ended. So it has to go through, forward, and it clicks into place. Right? I don't meddle with time. Right? I always told you there are things around you that are magical to a very high degree. You may not see the gold dust, but it's running around, yes. Things are going the right way for all of you. But let it play out, because it's going to play out correctly. You want a lot of people want this timeline fixed, and they're going to get what they need. Because that's a needy, yes. Right? A lot of people have probably read the book The Iron Swan Song, which they don't need in their heads right now, because that will make them upset, depressed, and then that adds up in the wrong way. Me going into Swan Song because we know I got to the piece I need. Right? In the day, I'm not Diesel 10, that's strike one. Two, I'm too kind hearted and trustworthy and honest. Right? You have to be honest to go forward. Right? I get that. But when you always think about family, I have to protect my family. Right? I know who my family is. I don't need to BS. Right? At the end of the day, family protects family. It's true, it's fact, and it's logic. When I got a friend called Caitlin, ding ding ding, it doesn't go directly from her. She's a friend of the family, yes, but then she becomes a connection because it's her children that are in check. So it's her children that do the fourth, let's say not the fourth generation, it will go through, take every 3 generations, it's like a time turner, right? Ding, 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 ding. Do it 2 more times. Get it to Emily Helen Hatt, which makes the 5th generation of my family. Then it goes to Adam Taylor. Why? There's always a 6th person in play. Always. But it's been following suit. But it's gone, for me, it's going to go through my Lady Hatt, which is obviously and then you got my mother, Duck, and myself. Wink, wink. The unlikely 4 go boom, 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 boom down the chain, which it does. Then it clicks, 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 and play. Why is Adam Taylor in charge at the end? At this moment? It's because it is Emily Helen Hatt's husband. So he's not born yet, and he's not risen yet. So work it out. 6 generations. It's going down the chain. So by that, you have all the 5 generations of the Hatts, which is true. You got me at the moment. You got my son and my granddaughter. My granddaughter gets married to a Taylor, Adam Taylor, and guess who her grandfather would be? Because I know who it is, but I can't say it out loud. Right? In the end of the day, it's all facts, it's all logic, and it's all truth. You want everything in your head all in one bucket, I tell you. Be my guest. But once you know these things, I said family protects family. They safeguard each other. Why? Connections are everywhere. Why? People know these things because they got wayward codes they're not allowed to explode with. Exposed. Only to themselves because we know who's family, friend, connection. Why? It's a big, big jump. But it's a big jump to go forward, 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 isn't it? But to go forward, you have to take what you've been given by Wild Norwester and myself combined together. That's 2 people already in check. Right? When it all goes forward, forward, forward for you in reality, it goes from my friend, Caitlin, all the way down. She can't be family because she's already connected in the future. So it goes after our time, then it goes to Richard, then it goes to Emily, then it goes to Adam Taylor. It's all realistic. Facts. Truth. It's there in black and white. So you got what you need, you just got to let it play out a little bit. It's all going to connect slowly. When it does, me and Lady Hat will be probably married in 10 or 5 years later from now when it's all sorted and dusted and clear headed on the bottom. For me, it's like giving out all nearly the timeline schedule. Right? It's like a timetable. But we have to stamp it at the right time. Like Mr. C does. He checks his watch. It does it all the time, but it's also in our heads to make sure we do it correctly. It's true, it's fact, and it's logic. If you're going to deny all of that, then you're going to be ending up with a problem that you don't want. Why? I don't need it because I've got a back problem as it is. Why? Personal disabilities on top. So don't say, what? What? Oh, shit. Let me give you an example, right? When it comes down to our family, StreamYard knows about it, YouTube knows about it, and Google knows about it, right? The real facts are now coming in. Like it or lump it. It's there in black and white for you. Don't backfire and say, what? Shit, shit, shit. Yeah, well, look how many 10,000 people that have watched the first video and never put it together in their heads. Right? 10,000 of you. I'm not saying no names because there's a lot of you that watched it, right? And never put the pieces together. And then some of you have. And you've kept my identity a secret for so long, it's become a burden on you. When my family is protecting family now, family protects family as it does, we have to do these things. Not like a joke, not a laughing matter, it's realistic. Okay? When Caitlin helps me, right, I can't give out the location of her because I need her to be safeguarded as well. You have to be realistic. It's true, it's fact, and it's logic. If StreamYard has already picked up on this, so is YouTube, so is Google. Right, in the day, they're all picking up, ding, 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 and it goes up the chain, and it will add up. You know what's coming your way? Don't panic about it. The problem is, there are a lot of people that don't want this to unfold, but if you don't, you end up all dead. We don't need it. I don't need it, nor do you. Then people end up why? Did we screw up? People will end up saying, have we screwed up this up? Shit, shit, shit. But let's just, like I said, family protects family. Works that way for one reason. In the day, when you look at me, you know who I look like. But like I said, there's a lot of people that know about it now. But there's a lot of people that did not know then because it was unfolding in front of you. Now, in the day, when you've got nearly like 50 years, like let me give you an example, right? Family protects family, right? That's a deadline move, right? We help each other, we blend back in together again because it's Cooper blood that keep you going, right? It's not a lie, it's not a deceit, it's been honest. Right? People know it. I don't have to bullshit, right? In the day, when people appreciate something, got what they need, but now let it unfold a bit because me and my lady Hat need a breather time a bit to absorb all this information through. But it's not going to be running full of wheels. It's not going nowhere. It's just safeguarding family protects family. Right? It's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. It's reality. If people that don't believe that will end up dead and buried and gone because they don't realise how realistic it is. Sometimes you know what's unfolding, but you can't pick up the dots. I can. It's truth, it's fact, it's logic. A lot of people, all my support engines in the NWR, not the experimental engines, they've got nothing to do with it. That's why they said we keep out of your private life. Right? That's what one quoted on me. Right? But in reality, they're just getting the same information. Why? Because we're safeguarding ourselves. So family protects family. Right? A lot of you know this book inside and out like a state record. I said more people will understand why. In the day, you're getting Richard, you're getting Emily, and you're also getting Adam Taylor on top. So wake up, smell the coffee, and just get on what we need to do. We just don't know when we're going to click. Right? You got my mother, yes. You got Dark, yes. You got my lady Hat, who I know personally. And then I've got myself. That's four of us, unlikely four. Keep that in your minds up here, because it's all there in realistic form in one record. Right? You know, in the day, my family always protects me. Family protects family. But Duck isn't family. He's a support engine for my mother. Right? When you know what I am, what I'm able to do, and able to understand things, when trains whistle, blow whistle, whatever you name it, I know there's something good, bad. When diesels run, I hate them. Right? I hate diesels for obvious reasons, right? Did my friend from America quote this? Steamies run a lot more smoothly than diesels would, right? When the diesels break down, then it's emergency for steamies to come back into play. It always has been. It's rotating, rotating, rotating. I said, look, steamies have more lifespan than the diesel team has. Why? Because they all break down. They feel like, oh shit. You know what I mean? It's not a joke. When people protect people, family protects family. Right? In the day, I won't be living in this place for much longer. Right? Not at this moment, but it will happen. Then I will be moved to another destination or what you call a area where we can't be bothered. Because when the time is right, you're going to understand that. Then everything will be fixed by the time me and my lady Hat get married. But you just have to wait a little bit here. So it's not easy for us at the moment because we have private lives, social lives that we can't associate together because we can't. You know, everybody's getting a grip now where all my connections are, family is, and everything else. In the day, don't come running horses when something goes badly wrong. Because I'm trying to prevent that as we speak. Try and nail it in the bud before it gets worse. Right? You don't want the diesel team running the Norfolk Railway, for example. That's one thing. Because when you kick out a family member or kicking out a friend or a connection out of there, you're basically ruining your lives. Right? At this moment, I'm trying to fix it. Say, you can't get real unless you have to be realistic with yourself. Get real. Not many people can look into the future and realize what's ahead of you and knows what's unfolding. Right? But I just got to unfold it correctly for you. It's not easy. It's not normally my place to open up too much, but the fact is, you got me, you got Lady Hat, you got my mother, and you got Duck. They unlikely four. Right? A friend told me that on Discord. Right? I get that. Right? I know things from knowing things. But family protects family. Why? Because there's a lot about us you may not understand right now. But it will soon click. Then the rest of the generations will fall into place like natural, and then everything will just fall into place. Just gotta give it time. People need patience, which I can understand that, but it's not gonna happen overnight. That's for starters. Right, when people think I'm rushing this, no, it's taking a little while longer. Why? Because we have work, work, family, and social life. My social life is very limited. Why? Because I am getting to that age where I want to settle down. And I could, my lady Hat needs a similar situation. We both need it. So I'm not going to be BSing with you. Why? Because there's so much in your head at the moment trying to figure it all out to understand everything. Right? There's a lot of things out there you may not understand. There's a lot of things that you're waking up, smelling your coffee and realize, what shit? What did he just come out with? I said, when things unfold in front of you, don't destroy the third generation to make it worse for yourself. That's what I'm saying. When the third generation continues in real life for you, you're seeing it, you're hearing it, you're witnessing it, and you're just saying, like I said in the day, you're seeing it with your own eyes and ears. But it's not the same as when you're a child, when you're safeguarded. As example, right? A lot of our families had lack of communication for obvious reasons. Not because we're just the Hats and all the others and who we were going out with and who we destined out to go out with. Our destiny is entwined. A lot of us are destined entwined, right? Which you can't destroy. because it will. In the day, it's true. It's logic. I've got Lady Hat, got my mother, got Duck, and myself. That's only four you got at the moment, plus the extensions and the connections. In the other day, I'm building new friends in to build in the next generations. Not because of friends, but the friends don't get married to me directly. It's family normally. Normally, it goes through family with me, because it has because we are so what you call family protects family, right? When it comes to our friends, that's where the key element is, right? Then they become connections in the future. Why? Adam Taylor is on the list. So if I mistakenly said Alex Taylor, it's Adam Taylor, right? It's all coming to light for everybody, right? You have to be realistic and say what? Yeah, well, it's true, but I'm not bullshitting either. It's the way it goes, unfold that piece and everything else. We know who Lady Hat is. We know who I am. We know who Duck is. We know who my mother is. There's four of us trying to do what needs to be done. Right? Four protects us in the sky, which is my ancestors. Four up there, obviously, and four below. Ding ding makes eight. And that's that. You know, who do we appreciate? So don't stab me in the back for being honest, truthful, and kind. The Albion knows who my Lady Hat is, but they can't say too much. All they have to do is let it play out a bit more. It will unfold the way it would. But there's a lot of things that have to come naturally a little bit, right? It will take me and Lady Hat a little bit longer to click and play. We're in the same building at night, yes. But when she's not around, I'm in charge. You know, I know it sounds a bit corny, but just being honest with you. Cameras, safeguards everywhere. So when you think I'm on my own, I am not. Because family protects family. When the airplanes go by or whatever, watch out, airplanes, because I am monitoring you as well. And it's not easy. When you know things are unfolding in truth, right? There are a lot of things in the future that people will appreciate. It's just the way it unfolds in front of you. Of course, the support angels are helping me at the moment. Like I said, Caitlin's the right key to all of this. But in the day, Adam Taylor, wink, wink. It when the clues are given to me directly, then it goes down to the sixth gen, which is Adam Taylor, friend of a family. Why? Because my family would have moved forward. Right? My granddaughter will marry a tailor in the end to bring Adam Taylor into the picture. So in the day, when it all comes to light, then you're moving backwards, then you've got Richard Topham Hatt, then it goes, that's my son in general, that's 2 years. Then you go back to me, which you got now, and then you're ending up with my wife on top, who I know who it is. But I'm not allowed the liberty to give out names no more because it's going really forward. Right? Then you got my mother, obviously, on being one side, obviously. Then the Cooper family on top of that, wink wink, plus the extensions of our family, bang. You know, in the day, when you go up, when the tree still grows, everything gets connected back up. Family protects family. Right? We don't do it for no reason. We're just safeguarding ourselves. In the day, family protects family. But when it comes to our friends and the connections, if they know something about themselves, they keep it zipped up. But the oldest will know what's going on. It doesn't matter what age you are, right? It unfolds naturally. So you're going to have Richard, yes. You're going to have Emily Helen Hatt, that's true. Then you've got Adam. Then you've got Adam Taylor on top. And then you realise why my connection, my friend as well, also on top, has a lot to do with it. So when I see it unfold, then the story comes to light with the swan song, not the island swan song. So in the day it will unfold naturally as it would. Family protects family. It's always had been that way. But like I stated for the record, Duck is only a support engine for my mother. Then it's me and Lady Hatt, and makes four of us all together. Thank you very much. In every angle.